Hi, my name is Vedashi and welcome to African Time. Well, recently we have been discussing about some interesting topic about Africa. Well, but today, see this. Alright, so today's topic is Africa's most expensive fuel prices per liter. Alright, so this is what we are going to discuss today, okay? We are going to discuss Africa's most expensive fuel prices per liter. But mind you, we are going to do this in the dollars form, okay? So we are going to do it against the dollar. So your country might not be here or might be here depending on how your currency is against the dollar, okay? So notice that is the most important aspect here. Your currency will actually determine why your country will be part of the most expensive fuel per liter in Africa. Hope you get this one right. Now let's go inside the list and see what's happening in Africa's oil sector. All right, let's go. Okay, so the African Fact Zone people says Africa's most expensive fuel prices per liter. Number one is Central African Republic with $1.82 per liter. No. Number two is Senegal, $1.64. Number three, Seychelles, $1.51. Number four, Zimbabwe, $1.49. Number five, Malawi, $1.46. Number six, Cote d'Ivoire, $1.44. Number five, Mauritius. Number seven, Mauritius, $1.44. Number 8, Uganda, $1.42. Number 9, you have Burkina Faso with $1.405. Number 10, you have Guinea with $1.39. Number 11 is Kenya. Kenya is $1.39. Number 12 is Cameroon with $1.389. Number 13 is Sierra Leone with $1.387. Number 14 is Mozambique with $1.351. And lastly, at number 15 is the Northern African country, Morocco, with $1.35 per liter. Okay, so these lists right here are said, these countries here are said to be the Africa's most expensive fuel prices per liter, okay? And we have Central African Republic being at number one spot with the most expensive fuel per liter. That is $1.82. That is insane. How is the standard of living in Central Africa right now? Because this is serious. 1.82 liters per liter in dollars. That is serious, okay? This is so serious. Well, this is where South Africans, you guys, comes in. Because recently I've done the Africa's most cheapest fuel prices. And then I've now done the Africa's most expensive fuel prices. But my South Africans, you guys were nowhere to be found. You were not on the cheapest list, nor on the expensive list. So can you guys actually tell me what is happening here? Why were you guys not even ranked in this ranking? What is so special? What's the difference in the South African oil sector or the fuel price sector? Okay, let me know what you guys have to for us. But before we continue with this, let us see the Africa's cheapest fuel prices, okay, so that we can actually compare and see how some countries are actually doing, okay? So recently I shared this point. See, all right, so the recent video that I shared about the Africa's cheapest fuel, this was the list. So number one was Libya with $0.03. Number two is Angola with $0.33. Number three is Algeria with $0.34. Number four is Egypt with $0.35. Number 5 is Nigeria with $0.63. Number 6 is Sudan with $0.70. Number 7 is Tunisia with $0.81. Number 8 is Liberia with $0.887. Number 9 is Ghana with $0.96. Then number 10 is Gabon with $0.984. So these lists right here are said to be the Africa's cheapest fuel prices per liter. Okay, as you can see, these numbers are. Even the 10th cheapest one is not actually that cheap though, because having to pay fuel for about $0.984, that is also a bit high. But compared to other African countries, Gabon is said to be the cheapest or the 10th most cheapest fuel prices per liter in Africa. So South Africans, this is my question again. You guys were not featured in the most expensive fuel prices, and you guys are also not featured in the most cheapest fuel prices. So where are you guys at? Because per my knowledge, I know you guys are buying fuel at most $1.30 per liter, but you guys still were not here. I think there might be something that is about your fuel that we don't know yet. So kindly, as a South African, educate other Africans. Let us know what's up with say, and let's learn Africa together. What do you think? Okay, yeah, let's see what you guys have for us. Okay, well, So for the Africa's cheapest fuel prices and Africa's most expensive fuel prices, the source to this information was global petrol prices. Yep, global petrol prices are actually the source of this information, so you can actually check them out for more details. Okay, see this. So the gasoline prices later, that is, was shared in November 4th, 2024. So I went to the globalprices.com to check about how they go about with this. Okay, so the global petrol prices people came and says the average price of gasoline around the world is 1.26 US dollar per liter. However, there is substantial difference in these prices among countries. As a general rule, richer countries have higher prices, while poorer countries and the countries that produce and export oil have significantly lower prices. One notable exception is the US, which is an economically advanced country but has low gas prices. The differences in prices across countries are due to various taxes and subsidies for gasoline. All countries have the access to the same petroleum prices of international markets, but then decide to impose different taxes. As a result, the retail price of gasoline is different. Okay, so the global petrol prices people actually explain this so better for us to understand this point. Okay, they are saying that the global average price for gasoline around the world is 1.26 US dollar. Okay, that is the easy one, and they are saying that richer countries, that the countries with the high GDPs, are said to always buy their fuels higher than the countries that actually produces the oil, okay, or that exports the oil. Okay, that's one point they said. And they're also saying that, however, some countries tend to add some subsidies or some taxes to their fuels that actually ends up increasing their fuel prices. So that may be why South Africa may not be part of the expensive, not the cheapest, but there might be a lot of taxes on the fuel that may contribute to this factor. So this is some knowledge I've gotten from the global petrol prices, if my knowledge can serve me right. But to my South Africans, it's you who can actually give us a fair idea of what is happening in the undergrounds of South Africa, so that we can also learn one or two things about it. But for now, this is what I have for you guys. Well, let's see what some comments of other African people had to say to these things. Okay, so this is a South African. He says, South Africa is supposed to be at number 17 with petrol costing $1.33. I don't know why you have not included us. So it seems like there are some South Africans who also actually don't know why South Africa was being part of this. Okay, but I hope my learned South Africans can actually explain this to a brother here. Okay, I also want to know. Well, this person also says, people in Zambia are always complaining about fuel prices. They want the government to go and get loans to subsidize fuel. Wow, that is insane. Zambia, what is happening there? What is happening, my people? Well, lastly, this one also says, this is really high for countries that are poorly developed. Well, that is actually pretty high. Even our countries that are also highly producing or exporting these fuels, countries like Angola and Nigeria, their figures were actually encouraging. Okay, the fuel price that these people also buy was actually huge compared to the economy. Because as I said, these factors, as you are comparing to the dollar, your economy will also play a major role to it. Okay, so if your country's currency against the dollar is weak, surely these figures will actually be highest for your country to bear. Okay, mostly if your minimum wage is actually not that good for you, so it will actually be unbearable. Nobody should say that maybe some countries are in the cheapest fuel prices, then the country, why are the people complaining? My brother, have to get down to the country to see how their currency and the economy is doing against the US dollar, right? These are some simple notes that we have to take so that we can actually judge fairly and also be open-minded to learn more about Africa, right? My name is Rashi, as I said, and this was African Time. Hope you learned something new. And to my South Africans, don't forget to share your thoughts and views at the comment section. Then don't forget to also comment, share, like, and also follow for more. See you guys around.